Guys, this is VFR vlogging here, making a video on my truck. It's a 91 Chevy S10 with the 2.8 V6 5-speed. It's got about 200,000 miles on it. Getting close, about 1,000 miles more. I've got 200,000. It's got roughly a 3-inch lift on it. It's two-wheel drive. I just wanted the lift so I could get out mainly to this spot, little hill right there, and the tow package is kind of low to the ground, so it scrapes sometimes. I just have the coil spacers in the front and shackles in the back. But the main part of this video is about my camper shell. I picked this thing up off Craigslist for 60 bucks. It needed the hydraulics in the back, which I got those, and it needed keys made, which the locks had numbers on them, so I was able to get those made. Picked this rack up, so this rack here and the one in the back, from Walmart for about 30 bucks, and bought these eyelets from Lowe's, and it's not made for a camper shell obviously, so just drilled through here, and these brackets, I don't know what they're made out of, but I ruined about 15 metal drill bits trying to drill through that stuff. It's really hard. I put it in a vise and I couldn't even bend it. I actually lifted my bench up off the ground trying to bend the things. Rated for 150 pounds, good for, you know, ladders and small lumber and stuff. I have had my 10-foot boat up there and it did okay, but they're kind of sketchy a little bit. It's got tinted windows, they slide, mesh in it. This is what I really want to show you guys, my camping setup. I just have the C-clamps holding them down, 4 of them. And I got my chair there, start off I guess, got my chair, just bungee corded to the C-clamps. Got all my fishing gear. I made these little brackets right there out of pegboard pegs and just screwed them to the window rails. And it holds my fishing poles, and I use reusable zip ties. This one's empty now. I have a couple rods out right now. Just use reusable zip ties with a little quick release, and works pretty good just to hold them there. Got my bed, which is a roughly 6 foot by 3 foot or so memory foam mattress, medical memory foam. You pick it up at a medical store. I've got my table, which just goes over the fender well with 2 legs made out of plywood and some 2x4s. And my recent addition is this battery. It's just a Walmart battery. And I put it in a battery box. I haven't found one right now. Put it in a battery box and mounted it into here and put on a little 12-volt adapter. I have 2 of them, and to run my fan. That's high. This fan's from Craig, and it's pretty fast, and I'm really surprised how much air it puts out. And this box is also from Craig or O'Reilly's, and this adapter is also. And I got these little lights. They're just little Velcro, and you click them and they turn on, and they're 3 LEDs, and they take 2 or 3 AAA batteries, I'm pretty sure, and they last quite a while. And then to charge the battery or maintain it, you guys can kind of see it. It's a little solar panel from Harbor Freight, which cost me 15 bucks. And I'm in some shade right now. You can see the blue LED saying it's charging. Yeah, I have a couple bed frames I made, but they were a little bit too tall. I'm a pretty big guy, and the truck's kind of small. I mean, if it was an F-150, I'd be able to fit it, just because the width from here to the bottom is only about 1.5 feet, so it's kind of real small for a guy my size. And I wasn't comfortable. I was real close to the roof with these platforms because I had to come above the fender wells, which is 10 inches. And I have one that is a single bed that will fit this mattress right here. And I have one that actually takes up the whole entire bed if I wanted to use my truck bed tent. And I could just throw that in there and throw all my gear underneath, and I could sleep on a platform and sleep actually, you know, if there were small people, you know, you could fit, 3 people in there okay, and it'd be fine if you really had to. But it'd easily sleep, a person, 2 people actually my size, for how big it is, because it goes from one side of the bed all the way to the other side, and it's made out of 2 pieces, just out of plywood and 2x4s, and it works pretty good. But I got some jumper cables and stuff up there in that box, and some tools and light bulbs, and obviously some toilet paper and some hammer, funnel, and all that good stuff, and I'm ready to go. And these hydraulic things here, I picked these up at Cragen. They were kind of expensive. I think they were like $25 each or so, but they're really, really strong. I think they're actually made for a car hood. It's just I tried to buy some cheaper ones that were the same size, but they had different connectors right here where the ball goes in. It was a different size. But yeah, that's my little camper setup. Sleeps pretty good, and if I want, if I'm not going to go camping anytime soon, I could just fold the mattress up into 3 and wrap a rope around it, which is not underneath it right now because I was just messing with it last night. But you can wrap a rope around it, tie it up, and slide all the way to the front. And to get it out, you just reach in and grab the cord and pull it the rest of the way out, and it comes out, and you just unfold, and you're ready to camp. It's pretty nice. I mean, I have only slept in it one time out camping, and it did pretty good. I mean, I am just about 6'3", and the bed's only 6 foot, so I had to sleep a little bit scrunched up and sideways. But it wasn't actually too bad. It was a nice night's sleep. It was pretty cold outside, and I actually just had this old sleeping bag, which I'm pretty sure is only a 40-degree sleeping bag, nothing too warm. And I'm here in California, so it doesn't get too cold. But I actually had to crack a window because it was that cold. I mean, that warm. I slept good through the night. Had my dog in here and everything, and we slept out by the river, out in some old gold fields, and it was actually pretty nice, right by the water, and caught some trout. And right now I'm out here. Not gonna tell you guys exactly where I'm at, but if you're from around where I live, you'll know probably exactly where this spot is. That's my little kind of secret spot. There's only 3 spots out here. Yeah, something kind of cool is these right here. Those are nails, but these right here, these are actually, if you could see them, if the thing will focus, I'm doing this on my phone. They're 22 caliber rounds that somebody hammered into the tree to write their fishing group. Yeah, this is a pretty nice spot out here. Got my rod out. Hopefully I'll catch something. Hopefully this thing will upload. I don't have any service out here, so I'll have to wait till I get back into town. And this will be my first video on my truck. And got these rims from American Tire, and the racing stripes are actually Plasti Dip. Just taped it all off, and I painted that. I'm pretty sure it took like 6 cans. I have it going from the hood, on the roof, and the tailgate. But to cover up the white was quite a bit of work. And so far it hasn't really came off yet. I had a couple little spots like this. I don't know if you can see the little spots coming off. That's from the sand and stuff, and the paint on the S10s. If you know them, they're not very good on the first gens, so works pretty good. So there is my camper and my truck.